And passion is all of those things. It is an energy. It is a burning desire. And when you channel it towards what your unique talents, skills, and abilities are, you're going to be able to shine.
Deborah Deras is known for her high-energy, charismatic, and informative presentations. Her zest for life has led her to be a featured spokesperson for several well-known companies, including the state of California, Pacific Care, Diversity Employment Source, and Zest Soap. She and her partner, Adelaide O'Dunton, have created a vitality system to help their audiences boost their energy and efficiency. Several colleges are using this in their graduate counseling programs. Deborah and her partner, Adelaide O'Dunton, are releasing a book called Confessions of a Recovering Adrenaline Addict, 7 Principles to Create a Life of Ease and Grace, coming to a bookstore near you. The media relies on her as the expert on productivity, life balance, and diversity issues. She's regularly featured as an expert in Latina Magazine and was published in 7 Tips for Happiness in Catalina Magazine. She has a monthly column on balanced living in the Crenshaw Times and Englewood Today publications. She also co-hosts a cable show called The Power of Synergy.
If you're looking for a high-energy, content-rich speaker, then you're watching the right video. For the past 15 years, I've spoken to countless audiences, both locally and abroad, on business issues, women's issues, motivational topics, and cultural diversity. One thing that keeps me on the road is the overwhelmingly positive feedback I receive time and time again. If you want a memorable presentation to leave your audience talking about it for weeks, you've selected the right speaker.
Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
You be honest. Keep your New Year's resolutions. Okay, there's some of you. Well, if you don't, you're not alone. In fact, 85% of people do not follow through on their New Year's resolutions and actually break them by March. And it's really not their fault, because the very definition of the word resolution is to achieve a goal or an outcome sometime in the future. And any time that you're future focused, there is a tendency for some people, not everyone, but to fall into what I like to call the mañana syndrome. Can you say that with me? Mañana syndrome. And the mañana syndrome looks something like this. Oh yes, Susie, I'm going to go to the gym with you and work out every day. Mañana. Oh yes, I'm really going to crack down and make those cold calls. But I'm going to wait to start that on Monday. Oh yeah, the project looks good. I really want to get cracking on it, but let's put it off until mañana. Does this sound familiar to any of you? Does anybody you know have the mañana syndrome? Well, there's another way to approach achieving your goals and maximizing your potential. And I suggest really using intention instead of resolutions. And intention, the word as defined by Wayne Dyer in his book, The Power of Intention, talks about the belief, the conviction that you have already achieved your goal prior to actually seeing it manifested. And when you look at all of the top successful athletes, corporate executives, and actresses, all of them share how they always had a feeling, a belief, just this inner knowing that they were going to achieve their goal prior to any physical manifestation. And so what we're going to talk about today is not only how you can use the power of intention to really jumpstart your goals, but we're also going to talk about how to overcome some of those challenges and blockages. There's often times where we hit that wall, that plateau, and we can't go to the next level. So I'm going to share with you a simple process to really get to the root cause of those challenges. And finally, we're going to do an interactive activity where you're going to learn how to do strategic visioning. And this strategic visioning process you can do anywhere, anytime, with anyone. And when you learn this, you're going to find that your production is going to skyrocket and you're going to achieve accelerated results in every area of your life and be able to teach your staff to do the same. As an event planner for 7 years myself, I can appreciate the challenge it is to put on a successful conference. This is why I pride myself on taking ample time to customize each presentation to exceed the expectations of your group and to coincide with the theme of your event. I like to think of each presentation as a distinctive and delicious ice cream sundae filled with loads of substance, a scoop of entertainment, and topped off with practical, personal, and professional tools. And P is for passion. And passion means many things to different people. I want to find out what it means to you. What is passion to you?
Energy.
Right, it's an energy.
Burning desire.
Yes, it's a burning desire.
Working from the heart.
Working from the heart, exactly. And passion is all of those things. It is an energy. It is a burning desire. And when you channel it towards what your unique talents, skills, and abilities are, you're going to be able to shine. And I'm not saying you need to be passionate about office politics or bureaucracy, because that's going to happen no matter where you are. But to utilize the unique talents why your company hired you for this job. So I want to show you how you can tap into that passion. So we're going to do a little fun exercise. So I'm going to ask that all of you stand up for a moment. Great. Remember how I said I got in touch with my Latin roots? Well, I kind of got in touch with Latin dancing too. So we're going to do a little bit of salsa. But don't worry, very simple. So I'd like everyone to take a step backward. Great. And right here, this represents the past. This is when we're thinking about what we would have, could have, or should have done with our life. And we're resentful because Mary got promoted when we felt we deserved it. Or we're upset because Louis got all of the attention when we worked on a team project. And what happens when we're in this past is that we're stuck and we can't move forward with the dance of our lives. So let's take a step forward. All right, you guys are good. So right here, this is the tomorrow, future, mañana thinking. So when you're in this mode, you cannot focus on what's going on because you're so waiting for that moment when everything is in alignment to your desire and what you think the vision is going to look like, that you miss out on opportunities that are only available in the present, in the now. So let's take a step to center, do a little merengue action here. Great. Right here, this is the now. This is the present moment. This is when you're going to be able to tap into your unique talents, your skills and abilities, and you're going to shine. And when those supervisors go to promote someone, they're going to promote you. Because not only are you going to uplift those around you, but you're just going to be so in the groove that you're going to be able to shine. So thank you, everybody. Clients tell me that I immediately captivate the audience from the moment I step on the stage. The feedback forms are overwhelmingly positive, commenting on my charisma and contagious energy level. But the real take-home value is that I provide practical tools that are easy to implement. My presentations always entertain, whether we're having fun engaging in salsa dancing or whether I'm leading an interaction with the audience. My audiences leave the presentations empowered to achieve accelerated results. Because what is the marathon really about? It's about the journey, right? And what is our life really about and everything that we're doing? It's about the journey. We focus sometimes so much on the goals or the destination that we don't enjoy the process. So I didn't enjoy it. I didn't see the bands. I didn't see the people. I didn't see the cheers. It was just all about getting to that end. And because I didn't mind my energy, I had no energy efficiency, I don't think I could walk for a week. This kind of step, no. Every single body, every single piece of my body felt like I was going to just explode. So what I learned was from that experience that I needed to be absolutely mindful of my energy. And so being the adrenaline addict that I was, what do you think I did next time the marathon came up? I signed up, of course. Come back. But this time, what do you think I did different? Pace myself. And there's a wonderful book, I think by Jeff Galloway, and he talks about this run-walk method. And for me, run-walk, I'm like, oh, walking's for sissies. I'm like, walk, I don't want to walk. This adrenaline, right? Because as an adrenaline addict, you think more, faster, better, better. But what we have learned, Adelaide and I, in working with our clients, that in expanding time, that may not be the case, right? And so I decided to do the run-walk. And I did the run walk, and I did the run walk, and I did the run walk, and it was so easy. I took the water, took the Tylenol at mile 18, took the candy, and I got to the end, and guess what I did? Party. I went to the party, yes! And did I do a little salsa? Oh, yeah. As an event planner, I know the importance of getting the most bang for your buck. And whether you hire me as an opening or closing keynote speaker, or even both, I can also be available to facilitate workshops, whether it's a morning workshop or a full-day training. I'm also available to do executive coaching to help your corporate executives deliver the best presentation possible. Also, with my captivating energy and interactive activities, as the MC for your event, I could really make it a memorable one. So in selecting me, not only do you get value, but you get versatility. I have a confession that I need to share with you. Can I confide in you? It's kind of dark, so I feel like it's okay I could share this with you. But I am a recovering adrenaline addict. Yep, that's right. I'm a recovering adrenaline addict. And I know what you're thinking when you hear the words adrenaline addict. What is she, like skydiving or bungee jumping on the weekends? Actually, no. My definition of an adrenaline addict is someone that is compelled to be in constant activity. Someone that if there was 25 hours in a day would schedule every single moment of the day because there's just so much to be done and I felt like I needed to do it. As an adrenaline addict, one of the other symptoms is someone that has difficulty and challenges in saying no. And even if I wanted to say no to things, it would seem like my hand would just involuntarily go up and volunteer, sometimes out of guilt. And if we were to personify the adrenaline addict by a superhero, I would say she would be most like, or he, because there are adrenaline addicts that are men, Superwoman. And here I would be with my cape. And any time that a crisis would come up at work, I would be there, flying over to save the day. If something happened in my family, for some reason, I would be called on as the peacemaker, as the nurturer. And again, there I was, flying over to save the day. And of course, we all know, because we get things done, that there's so much going on in the community. And you always know, if you want to get something done, that you ask a busy person, because they'll be the first one that will be able to do it. But like most superheroes, Superwoman has challenges. And one of the biggest challenges for the adrenaline addict Superwoman is actually taking time for herself, taking time to nurture her own self. And in order to do that, the first principle in the recovery process is actually slowing down. And you can see the energy I have and how challenging it might be for other adrenalics to slow down. And I'm not saying that any of you are adrenaline addicts, but you may know someone in your family, coworkers, people in your life that are. I'm not a psychic, but I'm going to predict how your event is going to turn out when we work together. Fast forward to the day of your event or conference. Close your eyes for a moment and see everything is in place, ready to go. Ready for the speaker to go on. You finally get a chance to sit down and imagine that Deborah is taking the stage, and you see the crowd filled with smiles and laughter. They are captivated by Deborah's entertaining and informative presentation. You hear the roaring applause of the crowd as Deborah leaves the stage. And as you look around and see the smiles, there's a feeling of gratification for having made the right decision in selecting Deborah as a speaker for your next event. So allow this vision to come to fruition, to make your next event a memorable one. I look forward to talking with you to find out how we can customize your event and make this event one to remember.